or whatever, man. So just let me know what you're saying.
Whoa. Hold on a minute.
Hey, that is funny.
There ain't no way. There is no way. No, Lee, can you come off mute, please? Can you end the call, my brother? Lee, we're gonna wait. No, I'm gonna sit here and wait for you. I'll sit here and wait. We're gonna sit here and wait.
I mean, there's other people.
Don't fucking side eye me. Don't side eye me. Don't side eye me. And Jay, don't do the confused thing either. I know you're watching something, but you're done as well. Don't worry when we get to you. You know what I'm saying? Wait, are me and Cass the only 3-point collectors?
I mean, wait, did D get any points?
No,
of course not.
Come on.
To be fair, they're unlucky to not get something out of the game, but yeah.
Bro, it's unluckiness, man. We're just shit, man. It is what it is, bro. It's not even unlucky at this point. We haven't won a game in 2 months.
You definitely could have left with something. Eze
but we've had a few balls or moments like that this season. I don't think it's down to luck, man.
Lee.
Yeah, there's someone else that we need to be talking to. Forget about Palace, man. There's someone else, man.
Don't do all of this, yeah? All right, do you know what, Kaz? Listen, while he does this,
once you and I think telling people, yeah, as you lot can see, yeah, Mons is not he's not free here right now, yeah. This guy doesn't know how to end the show, yeah. Let me tell you this for free, yeah. We said 3 o'clock. His thing was going for nearly 2 hours. Who was he even roasting? Because I went on it and all I hit is traps his mouth, yeah. So when you lot know I'm not a no laptop, I've got nothing to control. I've got my phone for now because I'm at my mum's house, yeah. The guy don't know time. So whenever we're late, it's all Monster's fault.
Apparently, it's because of me.
It's Monster. You had a hour. That's 45 minutes.
Listen, do you want me to hit you up with the plot twist? There's always a plot twist. You the plot twist. This show
wait, was Casey in the stream? Wait, was Casey in the stream?
Oh, look. Can I? You don't want me to hit you with a plot twist? You guys want to hit a plot twist?
Wait. You want to hit a plot twist? Was Casey in the stream?
It's Kiz.
He deserves it then. Fair enough.
Yeah, bro. You thought we were going to roast Kiz for an hour?
He deserves it. You know what? It's not. It's deserved. Kiz deserves it. And Casey, I swear down.
Bro, Casey was worse, but he'll get his time in it. But listen, how about this? This show was originally supposed to be at 12. I was ready.
Or maybe 11. I got told 11. I'm messaging him at 10 a.m. Are we still doing at 11?
Deep, I woke up. And I saw nothing, and I thought, oh, you know what? This show's definitely running at 2-3 o'clock. I went back to sleep.
I got in at 5, like pretty much at 4:30, 5 a.m. in the morning. I can't help it. My bad.
I hear it. Lee. By the way, Lee, you there? You all good, bro? Lee.
I'm on a meeting, man. I'm on a meeting.
Oh, you're on a meeting.
Crisis.
You hear that, guys? He's on a meeting. So while he's in his meeting,
can we shift it to Spurs, please? Because I feel like I haven't had no say about none of this. Like I wasn't on last night.
Listen,
Jay's as confused as he is about his FM, about his team at the moment, and Ange. Like he's getting talked about Aston Villa.
That's fine. And just so you know, Jay, there will be no monologues today. Straight corner.
Yeah.
No monologues and love, because I know because you're a man, you're a very well spoken person with great analysts and great analytics of the game.
No monologues today. Just not take it, Okay, yeah.
Not when you go. Not when you go 4-0 down. Not when you go 4-0 down. Not today.
I hear it.
I respect it. And I respect it. But listen, people, we are back. It's another episode of Big Six. Whoa, sorry. It's another episode of Never a Foul. I nearly done my own intro there. Listen, we are here for the midday show, of course. We need to get the likes up. How close are we to 18K? Because I'm pretty sure
I think like 20 people, something like that.
We're like 20 subs away. Come on, man. Listen, so we could easily get to 18 subs. So let's make that happen, please. Make sure we are subscribing to the channel. Make sure we're smashing the like button. I at least want to see at least another 600 likes for all the watchbacks and during the stream. So let's get to at least 600 likes. So if you're watching this now, smash the like button. It's free. It's down below. Support the man them. Catch D, you know what I'm saying, running all the Crystal Palace content as well. Big up Jay, follow him on all socials, you know what I'm saying. Obviously, me running Big Six Pants. And of course, Goonie, where you'll find him on BSB, Sai TV, of course, AFTV as well. So big up everyone every single time. So, of course, Arsenal beaten 2-0 at the Emirates by West Ham. The same team that Lee did not allow me to celebrate at when I pumped them 5-1 at my ground in the cup. I'm pretty sure a lot of people caught that one. And, of course, Spurs holding 4 to Brighton. Jesus, that is crazy.
Brighton, Munich.
Brighton, Munich. Brighton, Munich.
Wait, remember, Brighton have 10 plays out as well. Let's not forget.
D, was that necessary? Was that necessary?
I'm the last person to back Brighton, but I just have to add that context into it as well. I have to add that context.
It was everything that went wrong, like just awful. Like 4-0 down, flashbacks to Newcastle last season. But you know, this experiment of not playing centre backs, playing wing backs and full backs at centre back, it's not really working for us. I think Kaz mentioned, you know, we've got a lot of players going away. Sarr, Bizuma, Son will all be away. Van der Ven, Maddison, they're not back yet. Bentancur still injured too. Perisic is out for the season. Solomon's injured. We need signings. You know, we need some more players. And yeah, man, it's just like we didn't play well against Everton either.
Don't we all?
No, absolutely. But I think the thing is we didn't play well against Everton either. And this kind of no, we don't need a new squad. We're missing a lot first. Palace.
What about Palace?
You need like you lot need a new squad. You don't hear them complaining.
Oh yeah, I mean, bro, we need a new. Forget about Palace. Don't even talk about Palace because we need everything new, bro. We haven't won a game in 2 months, so forget about Palace. But now, when it comes to Spurs, though, Jay, I'll be real. Like you were like 3 points off the top only a few days ago. Not still far off, but are you like, what's your objectives? What are you thinking?
I mean,
realistically, because you still got injuries as well.
Yeah, no, everyone's got injuries, and injuries aren't an excuse for the overall season. They're just like context for why we're not playing well at the moment, or like why we're not kind of delivering. Beginning of the season, I thought Spurs could get top 5. And most Spurs fans were probably saying about maybe like 7th and above would be a good season for a first season. So I stand by top 5. We basically need to duplicate what we've done in the first half of the season, in the second half of the season, and we'll make it. So
I can't lie, yeah. You're so lucky that there's only like 2 or 3 games of the Prem in January. You're actually so lucky.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, but then 3 games doesn't mean that a lot of points you're going to be behind because Maddison will come back, Van der Ven will come back, Romero will come back. All the players that are going away will come back. But if we're talking about yesterday, regardless, your form is dog shit. You shouldn't even beat Everton. That's the realism of it. You got a crappy win, bro. Can someone bring up like their actual form? Like
their last 5
you can't say that, bro.
They've won 3 in their last 5. I wouldn't say their form is dog shit. They've won
for their standards. You know what it is, yeah. For their standards, I'm looking at Tottenham as. To be fair, you have to give them leeway because they do have pretty much one centre back and they're on their last legs in their defence. Right, in my opinion, they do need more. They had to recall my man back from.
But United,
Bizuma because he can't stop himself getting sent off at the moment.
It's hard to criticize Spurs in that way because you have got major injuries, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't mean Ange can't get criticized because the media's loving him at the moment. No, because you know what's mad? See my fan base, yeah. See my fan base, yeah. My fan base.
Would not give, your fan base won't give Ange the leeway that Ange gets from other fans, like injuries.
Yeah, my fan base, yeah, I'm not joking. They defend Ange Postecoglou, who is at Tottenham, more than Man United. That's how bad it's got.
Yeah, but they have a project going though, Kaz. Come on, Man United and Tottenham 2 different levels right now. Look at Tottenham; they've had key injuries, and despite the key injuries, they're still above you. Remember that. I know you
For now,
think you're going to
I made my statement. I made my statement about.
No, I know that, but like Ange versus Ten Hag is two different situations. I think with Ange, Tottenham fans, well, other fans as well, they can see what they're trying to do. Maybe they haven't got the squad yet, maybe it's injuries, but you can see what they're trying to do. With Ten Hag, is a bit different. I think that's why your fan base is more on Ange and saying, look what they're doing, etc. Because there is something going on there, and it's still fairly new. Like we've only gone through the halfway mark of the season, and they're not at a bad position despite all the injuries. Look, you're saying that they got lucky against Everton, which I think everyone can agree on. But then again, United have had results like that as well, where they should have won one game this season.
Well, I'd argue the United Everton game was just as lucky for United as it was as the Spurs Everton game was lucky for Tottenham. Do you know what I mean? Because Everton
have been lucky, like this season, even at the top, like a lot of teams have been lucky.
So,
I think we can't use that right now. In terms of,
I think for me, my big thing is that Spurs get leeway because it's early on in their project. They've got players missing, and they were unbeaten in the league. Well, up until that Chelsea game with their first team. So there's a certain level of it's injuries which is doing Spurs at the moment, and if they improve their squad, they'll do better. But I agree. I don't think he doesn't get a pass. But certain results will look better or worse. Results will look different in context. When Spurs lost to West Ham at home, I'm sure a lot of people were saying, how is Spurs losing to West Ham at home? Terrible result. Now West Ham go and beat Arsenal at home. I'm not saying it makes the result. Hey, Guna, you just popped up straight away then. But I'm just saying that if Spurs, these results are all fluid. Everyone's going to take points off everybody. You just need to, I think in this league, you just need to stick in it when it's not going well for you. You just need to grind out as many points as you can. So, yeah, I'm not happy with getting smashed. And at 4-0 down, and they could have had more. Like in the first half, they were actually slapping us around, and it was just we just couldn't cope.
Let's say it was beautiful, man.
Do you know why I'm not hearing? I'll be honest. You know why I'm not hearing the injury thing from Spurs? Just for this game, in the bigger picture of things, 100%. But
because Brighton had injuries too.
Right now, a lot of injuries as well.
Not even just, and we know Brighton have injuries. To me, no Adingra, no Matoma, and those are their two dangerous players by far. James Milner started at the cusp of 2024. James Milner cutting in and slapping the post, busting the midfield. Are you crazy? James Milnerson. Come on, man. It's like he fused with Jordan Henderson and they're on the Milnerson thing again. I'm not hearing it. Well, for me, Højbjerg was the only good performer that could walk off that pitch of his head.
I thought Vicario and Udogie did well.
Oh, did he get injured?
They done okay, but not their level. For me, I can't tell if Kulusevski is good or bad. I can't tell. Sometimes I look at this guy and think, this guy is cold. And the next day I look at him and I go, why is he running like he's got Timberlands on? Why is he turning so?
No, you're right, bro.
But then
it's a difficult one with those right wingers as well. Like, obviously, I'm sure we'll discuss Saka in a second, Gunali, and I was looking at Saka's stats, and he has 11 contributions. And this isn't me deflecting; it's just a point about right wingers. Saka has, I think, 11 contributions in the league this season. I was curious, and I don't even know the actual figures, but how many of those contributions are not penalties or corners?
Trust me, we will get to that. Saka has 2 away goals in 27 games, and he has 3 open play goals this season. We will get.
What was Kulusevski even thinking?
So Kulusevski was poor last night. The shirt tore. But the thing is even though we say Spurs can't defend and Spurs are crap, you look at the game last night. 2 very avoidable penalties, a wonder goal. That's 3 of the 4 goals you can see.
Yeah, so I generally thought that was match fixing. You see that first penalty, the Kulusevski, that looks like bro, go get yourself a yellow and make some people some money. That looked like the finest brown envelope I've seen in time. There was no reason for him to do it. It just didn't make any sense. And the reason why, just going back to why I don't rate the injury thing for this game, is because, listen, Spurs have had these injuries for a minute now. Yes, Romero was kind of the one for me that really made you guys look really bad, where every long ball looked like it was a problem. Every long ball was a problem. So I'll say, yes, that was probably down to Romero not being there and telling the line to drop back 5 yards, or, just being able to command the back line. But what is really worrying about the current situation of your back line is that, and every Tottenham game this season that Tottenham have dropped points, I've even looked at and gone, you know what? You can take something from that game. Every single loss and draw, I've looked at Spurs and gone, there's actually a silver lining of positivity you can take. Chelsea game, you were better before the red cards. Villa and Wolves, going forward, you still look dangerous as ever in both of those games. West Ham game, you lost 2-1, but again, pure domination. And realistically, if you had your shooting boots on, probably would have been fourth out of sight within the first 30 minutes of the game. You know what I'm saying? All these games, you can take something away. But you see this game, yeah? Forget the defense for a second. These men cut through you like a hot knife through butter from their goalkeeper to the final third every single time. That was the finest barebacking of the first 45 minutes I have seen in time. They went in raw. They started on fire.
You can't talk about barebacking like it's fucking a 5-course meal, man. Come on,
bro. They started a fire in there. You see what James Milner was doing, and the worst thing is for me is that your attack and your midfield is what actually keeps you guys in and amongst it. And I know, Jay, you're definitely burning because of this performance, because now that Arsenal, if you would have been 1 point behind Arsenal, you would have been sitting on 39 points and Arsenal would have been sitting on 40 points. You would have, take that in. Just take that in. You would have been 3 points off the top. Just take that in. Yeah. And for me, you were better than Villa. The same Villa that smacked Arsenal and beat Arsenal and beat City, that's the same Villa. You were better than them. With the injuries, bro. With the injuries, you were better than them. With the same back line. So you can't look. You have to be fuming at people like Richarlison, Brennan Johnson. Son wasn't really firing at his best. You man woke up at 4-0 down. How about this? You even could have had 4 goals in the last 10, 15 minutes. How about that? For anyone who actually watched the game, these men could have scored 4 goals in the last 15 minutes. I promise you. I promise you.
So it's a pretty good breakdown. Like I think if you can put the performances that Spurs put in against Villa, you can't then just completely excuse the performance when they play so badly with a broadly similar team in a different game. So I think everything you're saying is bang on. I think sometimes you need to seize the initiative. You have to seize the moment, you know, and just because Spurs are early in a project doesn't mean that we shouldn't do better in these moments. I think it's weak from the players. Yesterday was a lazy performance, physically, mentally. They didn't work hard enough to do what they needed to do. They were passive responsibility. That's the one that they passed responsibility. What you saw yesterday was the more Conte players come into the team, the more players from that era, the more the team is abdicating responsibility for what they need to do. Passing the buck. Players aren't demanding the ball. They're not demanding responsibility. And that's what you get in the Premier League. You get smashed. And, you know, hopefully the players learn from it and they improve. We haven't been smashed too many times this season. I think this is the first time we were 4-0 down with like 11 versus 11. So I think you guys make it right. Like we do give up quite a lot of chances. We do give up a decent amount of space. We do allow teams to counter. And all of that stuff is not going to improve until we get players back and the players improve. So we just got to take our licks. Like at this point in time,
top 4 a bit unrealistic. Maybe now, in the hindsight, do you reckon teams might start running away due to obviously?
I think
due to what's available. Like, do you think it's a bit?
I think everyone's taking points off everyone. That's the one saving grace that we've got. Like, as in, like teams aren't running away with stuff. There's no game you're looking at and you're thinking that's a guaranteed 3 points. Like, there's almost no game. Maybe a couple of the 19th, 20th place teams at home, you might be like, yeah, I've got this. But aside from that, from my point of view, we just need to keep going. And it's just like, I'm not a big fan of blame. Like if you've heard me talk, I'm more like all for one, one for all, like Three Musketeers kind of vibe. Like you win as a team, you lose as a team. So like most of these fans didn't think we would be where we are now. And deserves criticism, fair criticism for decisions he makes. But other than that, man, it's just fans are fans, innit? Like fans are going to complain about everything. Like I'm going to leave it to you guys to take the piss. I prefer for the fan base to just support the team. Do you know what I mean? So you guys take the piss. You know, the fan base should just, you know, deal with what we're dealing with.
I'll be honest. Based on what we've seen so far from Tottenham, Kaz, I know what you mean by like his top 4 is that too much for Tottenham this season. But remember, they've got players still to come back and they're there and about. Like if you remove yesterday's result, And if you just look at the league table for where they are after halfway mark of the season and what's been going on with injuries, I think Tottenham have more of a case that, you know, if they can survive this long, there and abouts with all these
you know, but you know
people
what
out, as well as January window, that they should have a. They should most likely make the top
they
four
should. They should. No, but the thing is, they should at this point. They should. But the thing is, when it starts hitting February periods and stuff, and when pressure starts coming on, we ain't seen Tottenham feel any sort of pressure at this moment. When there's something on the line, that's when we know Tottenham to crumble a little bit. By the time it comes to the end of January and it comes mid-Feb, like games start happening. Yeah, people take points off, but they still got to go to bare places, you know. Still got to go to Old Trafford. They still got to go to Anfield. They still got to play City. They still got to play Arsenal in a derby. They still got to play at Newcastle, I believe, as well. They got to play at Aston Villa. Like the whole point is, even if they do go and get a couple signings, which they have to be the right signings, the whole point is when they start feeling pressure. Who said that these injuries they're going to be back by mid-Feb, and there could be a big point gap where it might be too much too soon? Because Man United's got 1 game a week. Chelsea's now has got 1 game a week. Newcastle's got 1 game a week. Who knows what's going to happen with Aston Villa by Feb anyways, or whatever. They might cruise on. Liverpool, Man City, Arsenal already nailed on anyways. The whole point is it's going to be might be a hard task if they don't bring in someone out. This is Levy. This is the whole thing about like why I know Tottenham fans get onto Levy so much. Is because what do you do between now and the end of January to go and get the players that you need to do what you need to do? Is he going to spend money or is he not going to spend money? And that's where the ambition lies within Tottenham. And this is why nobody rates Spurs. That's why, because of him. It's because of him. Every time there's a situation where you can go on and kick on in different eras since Harry Redknapp, by the way, he's always fucked up.
Yeah, they do fuck up. But what I think, if you just look at in hindsight, though, and this is like, I guess we'll never know thing, but I genuinely think the fact that Arsenal are far from convincing, Liverpool far from convincing, City far from convincing, maybe starting to get into gear, maybe you could say with City. I generally think that the most convincing side we've seen, like in terms of like peak, the best peak we've seen is probably Tottenham's run at the start of the season. That's the best peak in terms of all the teams in there. So the best Arsenal this season, the best Liverpool, the best peak we've seen in terms of the run of games, especially, was probably that first 8 to 10 games with Spurs when they had their whole team fit. So if they can hang, the reason why I think they're not expected to be there, so the expectation isn't the same, which is why they're not going to get cooked the same as Arsenal did. Like Arsenal's cooking compared to Spurs' cooking is always going to be completely different. You know, if Spurs were to go on and finish second this season, like the way Arsenal did, then next season, just know the heat's going to be the same as the Arsenal heat this year.
You know, that's fair.
They're going to feel that heat. For now, I feel like the second they get Van der Ven and Maddison and those guys kind of back in their core, I generally still think that Spurs, their main aim is kind of just to be in and like where they are now, be in and amongst it. So a run of games.
You know, it's months. You know, we done this the other day. We done this yesterday.
Yeah, even now, if you're a Spurs fan, would you take where you are now?
No,
but
hear this part though. Hear this part. Yeah, we done this yesterday. Who was doing it? Saying if we scored our goals and doing all the if buts and maybes, but didn't. I think it might have been Ches or something like that, but didn't apply it to every other club. Lisandro Martinez is about to come back. That changes the whole dynamic for Man United, and maybe a couple other players that can change a little bit. Not saying it's going to be glorious. Newcastle going to have players also coming back. Yeah, they've got a lot of players out. Chelsea just got Nkunku Lavia coming back. That's going to change the whole dynamic. Again, Liverpool got Thiago and that coming back. Guess what? That's also going to change a dynamic. Man City's got KDB and Haaland coming back. That's also going to change the whole dynamic. So we can't keep doing this when they have these players, because when Spurs did have all these players at the time, a lot of teams also had injuries as well at the same time. They just came a bit later. I'm just saying we have to use it for the same other teams too.
Yeah, I think we should apply it. All I'm saying is that with Spurs, we have the strongest evidence. So when Spurs did have these guys, they won 8 and drawn 2. Their first 10 games, 8 wins, 2 draws. Yeah. Obviously, I know it's difficult to kind of apply the context to other teams because Chelsea haven't had Lavia and Nkunku once this season as a starting duo. You know what I'm saying? So there isn't as much evidence. But I only mentioned the Spurs one because we've seen 10 games at least of those guys.
Yeah, but we didn't do. You didn't hold this to the same regard as Arsenal, like last year. How convincing were Arsenal? But yet we kept saying, "Oh, next week, that game."
But sorry, go on.
No, I was just saying that with Arsenal though. But we've similar to Arsenal. Arsenal will not be looked at the same as Spurs.
Yeah.
But this is Arsenal's. This wasn't Arteta's first year.
Yeah.
With
but it's also
but it still applies the same thing though.
We're not gonna. We can't put them in the same bracket. Ange isn't 3 years into his job. Like Arteta would have been.
Ange is a lizard, yeah. Let me tell you that for free. He's a lizard, yeah. He's an anomaly, yeah.
Well, listen,
I'm just
you also got, I was just gonna say, like, you also got to look at, if you look at Arsenal or where they're at, and look at, say, Spurs, and say, right, if you last season, after about 15 games, took Gabriel, Saliba, Odegaard, Rice, Saka out of the team at the same time, yeah, how would Arsenal have performed in the next 8 games? Because you took Saliba out and they struggled. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that, like, maybe Spurs are doing better than we should be doing with these players who aren't a fit for what they're trying to do, or maybe we're doing what we just don't have anything to base it against because Ange is new. So any criticisms we get, as long as it's fair, I'm accepting it, because I don't know what the right thing is. Should we be doing a little bit better? Should we, have a bit more resilience in these games, or is it to be expected when you don't have players that are perfect fit for what you're trying to do?
No. Two things can be true. I think you lot should be doing better because of the way I've seen you play games with the eye test. But on paper, you're absolutely overachieving. So two things can be true at the same time, in my opinion. So that's why I'm not always gung ho for Spurs, because
you're not going to kick our ass, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not all the way gung ho for Spurs. Listen, going 4-0 down to Brighton and I said you man got bareback chest here. We're not even gonna bet. João Pedro ran through you man differently, and it's not even.
He was. Yeah,
the first goal scorer. I'll give a fiver to anyone who knows the first goal scorer's name. On this
something.
Oh, Hinshelwood.
The right back.
Hinshelwood.
Hinshelwood, yeah, something. Yeah, that's
all right.
that's
yeah, you said it
Hinshelwood,
first.
like the right back.
Yeah, you said it first.
You're over fiver, yeah. You're over fiver.
No, Jay said it first. So Jay, send me your details in it. Send me your details. So
you know what, Mons, keep your fiver. You go, Mons. I've heard you go at different teams, and you've been very gentle with us. And I think, what's that, Mons? I know I'm not running the show, but that surely all the time we've got on Tottenham, and time for the main event. No.
Hey. Crisis meeting.
Look at the fucking camera. What is the main event? Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Thank you, Lee. Don't smile.
Listen, you got 19 minutes. I got a meeting coming up soon, so you better hurry up with your crap.
I will cherish these 19 minutes, and we will be there. Guna Lee. Speak.
Listen, do what you need to do, man. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. You know why I'm here? I'm here for only because my brother Kaz asked me. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be here. So do what you need to do, man.
So if I ask, because you avoided your cooking on Big Six Banks.
Can I just say, firstly, it was 1 o'clock in the morning and my girl said no. Secondly, yeah, because you asked, I say no. That's it, bro. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
When I say
yeah.
Hey man, Lee, this is gonna be a great rivalry. Me and you, it's gonna be a great rivalry.
18 minutes.
18 minutes. We're game week 19, and this is great. But Lee, seriously, I have some questions to ask you, and some stats to bring forward to you as well. So I need you to tell me why you'd call Saka world class, yet he has 3 open play goals in the Premier League this season and 2 away goals in 28. I need to know why Martinelli is even spoken about in the same breath as certain wingers, and he has 2 goals in 17 games, and he put yet another stinker this season at left wing. I want to know why his backup Trossard done absolutely nothing and doesn't know his best position. His manager doesn't know his best position, doesn't know where to play him. I need to know why your front 3 have a combined, I'll say it again, your front 3 have a combined 6 open play goals. I believe it might be 7. It might be 7.
I saw Saka
has 3. Saka has 3. Martinelli has 2, and Jesus has 3. So 7.
Once,
So no, it's 8. Sorry, it's 8.
I saw Saturday. Apparently, they've scored more goals from set pieces than open play goals. I didn't even know.
They have. The mighty Arsenal, and they wanted to talk about my attack. Remember the stream where they talked about my attack, not hitting us firing blanks. You man had 8 open play goals between Saka, Martinelli, and Gabriel Jesus. Do you know how stinky that is? That is fucking stinky. Certain man have 8 goals.
Yeah.
There are certain man in this Prem with 8 goals.
I can't believe yesterday Don and Mons were so convinced about this West Ham a little bit, and even Roms, I backed Arsenal, and I'm trying to even now be a little bit objective about it and think, you know what, it might be just a blip, everything. But Don, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Don was right about stuff he said about 4 weeks ago, bro. And I'm here thinking, like Arsenal are going to dip down West Ham differently, And I was sitting there thinking, oh shit. I just backed them to like the core, and I wrote them right off West Ham just for them to do what they did, and it all that rings in my belt, all that rings in my head, is that Don's living a little bit rent free. He's like, I told you so. I told you so. I told you this, man. Like back in the summer, I told you this. That's all I'm thinking about is what Don said. I'm thinking, how is this guy? He's got one over me now. This is the worst part. That's the worst part about it.
But where should we start, Lee? Though, should we start with Martinelli? There's a lot.
Wait. Start with the star boy. The fact that he's not even having a
Saka.
Jared Bowen is having a better season than Bukayo Saka. I've said it there. There it is. There it is. Tell me otherwise. Tell me I'm wrong. Talk about Rice Spice. Baz Batty Rice. Tell me about Rice Spice, bro. Tell me about him. Stop comparing him to Rodri.
Let's start with Saka. Lee, what do you think about Saka? Let's start with Saka. Go on, Saka. What's going on with it?
So yeah, the first thing you asked me about is Saka being world class. Listen, Saka, for me, I'm not gonna, after one game, a few bad games he's had of not turning up, that he's not world class. For me, listen, you can't say that he's done well for England, Euros, World Cup. People are just gonna throw that out with the bathwater. Yeah, like ultimately, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm not here to tell you nothing else, bro. And then who else was there? Oh yeah, and then we saw what Saka did last season. So that's Saka. Martinelli is just right now. I think you see the problem with Martinelli. Like he has these moments where he just goes on these weird. I don't even know what it is, bro. He goes on these weird runs in a game. I don't know. He's weird, man. He's weird, bro. I'll be honest with you. Martinelli's weird.
He's been poor all season.
All season.
Martinelli.
Yeah, no. He has been poor all season. He has been poor all season. He has been poor. But listen, if we're going to talk ball for 5 minutes, it is partly down to Arteta with the whole tactical differences that he's done. And that's what I will say. But there's still no excuse. So there's no excuse for him. Like none whatsoever. He's been poor. So partly him being poor, partly.
Wait, can I quickly jump in? Quickly. Based on Arteta thing. So yesterday, Lee, at 7:25, you said, I'm way too confident. West Ham don't have a defense to keep us out. My record has been good this season. 4 home games, 4 wins, doesn't change tonight. So based on what you said about Arteta and your confidence, are you still confident about winning the title, going for the title? Because you've been very confident recently, innit?
Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, you can't change your opinion after one game, bro. Like, that's crazy. Because winning the league doesn't just. If you want me to answer the question, do you want me to answer the question or not?
Go on.
Do you want me to answer it?
Go on.
Go on.
You can't tell me that winning the league is just dependent on one team winning it. So Arsenal aren't going to run away with it. You have to also see that Man City haven't played well, Liverpool haven't played well. So your rivals that are going for the league don't look as convincing. Now, yes, Man City are a different breed. They can do these 15-game sort of unbeaten runs. But for me, look, man, I'm calm, bro. Like, I'm not gonna go crazy. I think some people want me to go crazy. Some people want me to seem rattled, bro. I'm calm. Like, I'm letting you have your say because listen, ultimately, we didn't turn up yesterday. And for me, what I was a little bit more spooked about was what Kaz said. I did not know that I think we scored 17 goals from open play and 18 goals from set pieces, which I think is disgraceful because I said that's a Chelsea stat. That stat belongs to Chelsea because they've been gimmicky for the last 2 years. So for me, I'm not sitting here letting Arsenal players get away with it. And I said And I keep saying it. What I liked is that I'm not seeing Arsenal fans make no sort of allowances for the team. They're putting it all on the team. They're putting it all on the players. They're putting it all on the manager. I'm not seeing nobody, moan about like VAR. I'm not seeing people moan about the referees because we had more than enough chances. We had 6 clear-cut chances. I was there. I saw the whole, most of the game. Like, I'm not going to let people.
60th minute.
Wait, Lee.
Listen, man.
Lee, when did you take off your shirt?
Listen, I was about to say, listen. Yeah, so big up BIG with a super chat. He goes, about a week ago, Lee took off his shirt. Now his head down. Now his head's down like a wounded deer. Loser Lee, beating West Ham is nothing, right? Because Lee, you did, brother.
Bro,
you did
can I just say, firstly, yeah? Hold on. Can I just say, I was working. My head went down. You lot know, guys. Have I not told you I was actually working? I had meetings, guys.
I'm not involved.
But anyway, can I just say? Can I just add on? Yeah. Can I just add on? I'll take my top off. My body's nice. I don't know what people are crying about. Like, I'm not scared. I'm not worried. I'm calm. I'm not like I'm good. Like, you lot don't need to worry about like
as males, as great as your body is. Potentially, must we see it when you're happy about Arsenal? Like maybe like if we went to the same gym.
Giving you the context. I was just hyped.
That's fair. That's fair. Good. I'm not interacted with you that much.
Prior to a
game, they're saying that
we're not trying to see your OnlyFans.
Like, do you know what it is? We'll get the clip. We actually have the clip on BSB, but it's not been released at the moment. It's in the archives. But listen, Lee was pumped in it. He was pumped. I'll be real. Lee was pumped. He was ready. And you know what? I just love humble Lee. This is what we call, guys. We found a wild.
You know what? I'm not. You know what it is? I'm not. You know the joke of it. The joke. Let me just say. You know the joke of it. I'm not even like feeling. I'm not even like.
They're saying only fans in the comments.
We're not me. Only
fans. Did you hear me? Did you say Lee? I was saying, like, you know, I'm not even like.
It's more. I think there's an audio issue. There's an audio issue. Speak. Hold on, speak. There's no way someone said only fans. That might be the best one. Wait, that might be the best. Hey, big up. Markets might actually Listen. I don't know.
Someone said even a
but yeah, no, for real, man. Even on a real, like,
Lee, bro, your mic is bugging, bro. No, seriously, your mic is bugging. We can barely hear you. Jump in and jump out, Lee. Jump in and jump out.
Oh, this is funny, man.
But anyway,
my days.
Hey, so whilst Lee's gone and coming back, so just quickly between us, like, what do you think about Arsenal? Like, is it a case of one-off, or based on their stats, do we think that
it's not one because Arsenal ain't been convincing? They ain't been convincing.
They haven't been, but you know what it is, once just like last year. In a way, last year, some Arsenal fans saying this year they were more convincing than last year. I don't agree with that. Anyways, I don't know how you get that. But last year they were getting these wins like they are now. So I don't know. They were still getting the job done, but the performance haven't been convincing. But anyways, look, Lee's back. Let's go back to the main now.
So what is it mild?
What's that? You're on mute now.
No, you need a refresh.
Me.
Lee does, yeah.
Yeah, there's an echo. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a mad thing on.
Okay, so they're on 50 points last year. They're on 40 points now. Look, I'll be honest. When you look at the mad thing is, you look at City, right? Everyone's been talking about City. They've been struggling, this and that. But if City win the game in hand, they're already like above Arsenal as it is. So I think it's going to be. I think there is room for improvement there. I don't think they're completely off it, but I'm not going to say they're not going to win the title just based on this game, because that'll be foolish.
Because it's making everyone else echo. Lee, did you change something on your mic? There's something.
Yeah, settings. Check your settings.
Yeah, check the settings there.
Oh, man, actually, you might have to go on settings and audio.
It's either that or something electrical next to his
Echo
mic.
cancellation.
Yeah. Have you got like an electrical near your mic, Lee?
It's got to be something in his settings.
Yeah, I think it's
his
actual settings.
Mac always pattern. He's got a pattern Mac as well. His Mac's always pattern.
Yeah.
Speak now.
Bro.
Is that better? Is that better?
Yeah, that do.
Oh,
Yeah?
yeah. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. No, look, I'll be real. I'll be real though. Yeah, like, it's not about humbling. I'll be real. It's not about humbling. It's more just about, look, I have to take the licks because ultimately, I'm very high on my team in it. I'm very high on my team. So, and I don't think that being high on my team has come from nowhere. Like we were very good last season for coincidentally 93% of the season. We started off, the transfer window with some good signings. So listen, of course I'm going to be high on my team, but I'm not going to go crazy and say that we're not going to be able to do this or we're not going to be able to do that. Either way, man, like, I just think you have to look at it. And listen, even D said yesterday, I was chatting to him behind the scenes, and I said that Arsenal would win 3-0. I thought they would win 3-0, and we had more than enough chances to win 3-0. But when you've got Jesus missing headers from 5 yards, when you've got Saka not taking their chances, when you've got Martinelli not taking his chance, like, the players, they need to take the flak. Like, they need to take what's coming their way. So for me, the players are the ones that have to 100% take it. And listen, that is why I'm more just like, you know what? For all the talk that I talk, sometimes you just got to take it for what it is. And I've got to hold. I've got to have my feet to the fire, and I've got to take whatever burn comes my way, because, yeah, bro.
Lee, your team was top. I want to know, Lee. Yeah, your team was top. Why did you leave at the 68th minute?
Sorry,
that's shocking.
No. Listen, I just for me, again, no banter. Partly because I actually had a personal thing why I had to leave, but I was saying in that moment the crowd was shit, and I had to leave around that time, innit? So it was all coincidental. That was what I was saying. But like, things online, it just gets taken out of place, innit? But either way, I was gonna leave early because it was shit. But Lee, I actually genuinely had a reason to leave.
Lee, I hear that. I hear the humility and the take your lips thing. So no, go on, Joe.
But no one cares about the truth because the lie's more entertaining. So I'm gonna let you get your jokes. I'm gonna let you.
I want to be fair to you, Lee, and I want to ask you direct questions that get recorded on the show, so we can all come back to this later. Because obviously, if you're very high on your team, one result shouldn't make you not high on your team, right? I think they were saying in the comments that you said that you were going to make the Champions League final and win the Premier League. Are those?
No,
I don't want to
attribute
those words to you. You didn't say nothing about Champions League. Okay, cool. So currently, with your strike force at the moment, because obviously Martinelli had a great season last season, and Arsenal fans demanded that we give him his flowers, demanded that we placed him above other good left wingers like Son and Rashford and stuff. Martinelli currently. Happy with him? Unhappy with him? Needs to be dropped? Don't think he's as good as he was last season?
No. Look, they're not playing to the level that they should be playing to. That's just the simple facts of it. Should he be dropped? The problem is we've got no one to swap him for, because Reece Nelson isn't trusted by Arteta for whatever reason, and Trossard isn't a left winger. So I'm not, again. Do I think Trossard is this amazing player? He's a good player, but am I going to hang him out to dry? No, because he's not a left winger. He's a number 10. He's this weird, like, number 10 inverted 10. He's not a left winger. When you think about left winger, you think about Garnacho. You think about Martinelli. He's not a winger.
10. What the fuck is an inverted 10?
He's a 10 or an inverted left midfielder. He's a left midfielder. He's not a winger. He's not a touchline. Get chalk on your boots. With the ball in, he's not.
I'm gonna be real. This is all cute and that. You know what I'm saying? This is all 10, cute and that. Especially my favorite.
Listen, as I said, go listen. Run your joke. That's why I'm letting you get it off. I'm wanting you lot to do what you need to do. This is
cool. This is cool. This is cute. My favorite bit, especially when Lee was like, you know what, I'm gonna hold my legs. That's my favorite bit, where he was just kind of like, yeah, you know what, with all the energy I have, as I said, not really hearing it, to be honest. I had to sit through an hour of Never a Foul where Lee and George had to consistently remind me how shit West Ham are, and that beating them 5-1 means nothing. I asked him to read out the title, and he felt very strongly towards that, against that as well. Now, I want to know that why is Ogbonna, I'll say it again, Ogbonna, yeah, and Mavropanos, an Arsenal reject who probably sits there with Tavares and them, man, in the Arsenal reject category, yeah, made your world-class attackers look like small fry. Because at this moment in time in the Premier League, Conor Gallagher has more assists than Martin Odegaard. I'll say that one more time. Conor Gallagher has more assists than Martin Odegaard. Yeah? You guys have the best defense, the best partnership, the best DM currently playing on form in the league, the holy trinity of Rice, Gabriel, and Saliba. Yet you man still conceded another 2 goals. Yeah, fair enough. The first one's a bit dodgy. I'll give you that one. Very dodgy in my opinion. Yeah. And again, you have all this chat for my club league, all this chat for Liverpool. We've scored more goals than you. We've got more points than you. We've conceded less goals than you. And we've had a better attack in open play goals. So, Lee, I don't want to hear again. So when I go and beat a team like West Ham, you don't get to question the way I smoked them 5-1. Because guess what? All you told me was how bad of a team they were. And on top of that, how bad their away form is. Because guess what? Fulham gave these men a 5-0 spanking. Oiled them up and sent them packing. But all I hear from you Arsenal fans, and not just you, Lee, I'm not always going to pin it on you. Because the ones that have been in the chat talking my name and talking on my thing, in my comments, in my DMs, talking the most flames, yeah, because all you lot do is seek validation and avoid expectation. That's all you man do. Yeah? So now it's time to face the reality. Face the hard truth. Because these men don't want to hear it. Because it's not just been one game. It's not just been West Ham, bro. It's been Luton. It's been Fulham. It's been Liverpool. The game where you were supposed to prove to everyone else in this league why you man have really got the minerals to win this Premier League. The trophy you man ain't calling us for not doing in 30 years, but you man ain't seen one in 20. Because Lord knows if this was anyone else with these expectations, there'll be a lot more heat. And so it's not just about putting your feet in the fire, bro. Understand, stop making comparisons. Stop comparing Rice to Rodri. Stop comparing Saliba to Van Dijk. And stop comparing Bukayo Saka to Mo Salah. Mo Salah could never go 19 games and have 3 open play goals. He'll get castrated. He'll get banished. His head will be on a pike outside of Anfield. It couldn't happen. It can't happen. But the little African youth that plays right wing, he's not even the best English right winger right now. Jared Bowen is a rope, bro. Jared Bowen is. Anthony Gordon has been a better winger than Bukayo Saka this season. I'll tell you in Premier League, I'm not hearing it. I am not hearing it. Get that camera back on. I'm not done with you, bro. I'm not done.
What's that noise after
It's the 67th minute. It's the 67th minute. Time out. The 67th minute.
No timeout. No timeout. Because if you saw the way Saliba got given the runaround by Jared Bowen, you would have thought it was Joe Gomez or something. You would have thought it was Joe Gomez. You would have thought it was Joe Gomez. I'm not hearing it. These man, listen. You see, you see Odegaard. You see when Odegaard does the pretty boy thing. You see when Odegaard does the pretty boy thing when he quiffs his hair and thinks he can do tricks.
Please tell me you saw. Please tell me you saw Northside. Please tell me you saw Northside's the clip that came out Northside about he's more ready for High School Musical to flick his hair. Go,
bro, a man has more hair flicks than successful flicks on the ball, bro. I'm not, bro. I cannot stress, honestly. I cannot stress. I cannot stress the sensitivity of this fan base because all I said is that Liverpool and Arsenal are similar teams, similar in every way. Neither of us have been convincing, but when Liverpool are spoken about, and Jay, maybe if I'm wrong, you can correct me on this. When Liverpool has spoken about, it's unsustainable. It's unsustainable. You've got no midfield. Your defense is leaky, and man is saving you game in, game out. I don't know if we can call these guys title challengers. Arsenal do the same shit, and it's called mark of champions. It's consistency. They've grown this far. They've come this far. I can't be asked. Phil Foden has the same goals as Bukayo Saka, but one of them's called the best right winger around. Apart from Salah.
I go say a little something. I want to see validation, avoid expectation. Hang that up in the Louvre.
Hang it up in the £1 billion club that's in table is not coming on here and telling people about avoiding expectations.
Seek validation, avoid expectation is brilliant. That is one of the best lines I've heard to describe these Arsenal fans. That's what these lot do. They seek validation and avoid expectation. Yeah, they have the best everything. They have the best winger. They have the best attack. They got Mikel Arteta. They got these centre backs. When it comes to it, bro, when it comes to it, though, the system. Martinelli can't run over there because he's got Havertz in the way. Oh, Saka, he's got an Achilles injury. Oh, Arteta, I'm not too sure on him. Why is it you lot make so many excuses, but then put yourself on a different pedestal, bro? You wouldn't get the heat that you get from us, lot, if you didn't put your players on this pedestal. You do it to yourself. You do it to yourself. How many times am I going to come on here and say Bukayo Saka is not world class? How many times? Now they want to focus on him because he's not getting goals and assists. And what did I say? Every time the guy goes and blanks, that's when they talk about his performances. Overall, he does not do enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Martinelli, he's been stinking all season. I was on a terrace. I got cooked. Yeah, I was on a terrace with bare Arsenal fans. I literally said, I am not swapping Mudryk for Martinelli. Yeah, even though Martinelli's done more, he's got more of a sample size. I believe Mudryk can reach the same sort of levels in football. I got cooked for it. Who's got more goals right now? Yeah. Who's got more goals right now?
You're saying
Why is this now voice of choice for the stream?
Listen. Garnacho has more goals. Garnacho doesn't. He's not even the first.
Stinking, bro. What is going on? I'm tired.
Abdoulaye Doucouré and is it Mateta? Both comfortably have more goals.
I think Jordan Ayew might have more goals. You know, that's the funny thing. I think Jordan Ayew.
I don't know what it is about this generation. This new generation of Brazilians, where is the flair, bro? All the guy does is head down and try to run.
Yeah.
Bro, the guy has been smelling. He's literally had one good performance against Man City and against Nottingham Forest, actually, because he played against Aurier, that bum. Yeah. 17 other games, he's been poor. I know, obviously, he got injured in that year, but he's been poor. Yeah. And I said it in the summer. The guy, there's no guarantee Martinelli and Saka will get the exact same numbers they did last year, because end of the day, they're still young. Yeah. And teams are now going to respect Arsenal. You ain't going to be playing you're going to be playing low blocks pretty much every week, bro. Pretty much every week. Do you get what I'm saying?
One last thing, because you know what? You're a genius, because you've added something that I just forgot about that a lot of Arsenal fans were saying. And because you're a Chelsea fan, it just comes together. It just made sense in my head. I've heard, I hear on the grapevine that Arsenal missed Kai Havertz today. Yeah? They missed a certain Kai Havertz. Well, let me tell you this. If you are missing Kai Havertz and he is the reason why you're not breaking, if you guys think he is the reason why you couldn't break down a low block, you are not winning this Premier League if you have to rely on that man. Forget the Premier League.
They say we miss his physicality.
Forget the Prem. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when Liverpool try to break down low blocks and we start crossing it, spamming, it's called, we just spam crosses. We just spam crosses. That's what we do, is spam crosses. Well, listen, if you want to rely on Kai Havertz for this title, be my guest. Be my guest. Just be my guest.
Mons has been waiting for this for the whole
Mons has been season for the last 20 minutes.
But these men are celebrating. Do you know what it is? These men are celebrating their fucking 1-1 win at Anfield. That's what they're celebrating. Their 1-1 victory, their all-time victory at Anfield, because they got out of there alive after saying they was going to beat us. And then on top of that, they want to talk all this shit about playing well. All I'm hearing is, if we play that game 9 times out of 10 against West Ham, we probably win it. Do you think Liverpool Football Club could say that against Luton? Do you think Chelsea can say that after all the games Chelsea have dominated with side-to-side passing? You think they could walk away and say, if we play that 9 times out of 10, we win the game? No. When we drew 1-1 to Luton, regardless of the chances, man got cooked. When we played Man United and it was 0-0, do you think anyone cared about our 36 shots? Do you think anyone cared about that?
No. Lee, head up, please. Lee, Lee, head up, please. Head up, Lee. He's logic. He told me. I remember when we faced these lot. No. Let me just land my point. I remember when we faced these lot. Yeah, this guy told me. Logic tells me. You know how Lee talks. Logic tells me. That's how he talks as well. Logic tells me that we have this guy and that guy's we're gonna come and beat. Now you want to get onto your players. You're another one that overrated your players as well. Yeah, you're another one that overrated your players. Yeah, your team aren't what you think they are. Yeah, and even from last season, I said you ain't winning the league with Jesus. I told my boys, I've got receipts. Yeah, I said Jesus ain't winning you no league. You need a striker. Now everyone's jumping on it. Yeah. Now everyone's. This is what Arsenal fans do. But guess what, though, once the narrative will change, they'll beat Fulham and they'll be back world class again. That's what will happen. That's what will happen.
Why I don't understand, you know what I don't understand? Wait, one second. You know what I don't understand, yeah? And this, I don't care how you may look at it. One thing's first, yeah. Don, you're 10th, yeah? Let's not get that straight. You gas over everything.
I could be in conference, bro. I could be in conference,
Wait, one sec. You spoke. You beat Luton 3-0, you got hella gassed. Once you talk about your team getting over the line and how it's all this and it's all dandy, but as soon as Arsenal lose one game, it's like, and even though they have conceded, even though they are scoring 18 flipping goals from set pieces, why is that not also getting the job done? Why is that not the same breath? You got the job done in some situations. Like, remember, wait. I know you go back. You beat Fulham on a custom.
No, I say it's unsustainable. I get told it's unsustainable. It's unsustainable what we're doing.
Still,
they don't get told that. Bro, they don't get told that. Do you know what I'm saying? And what they're going to talk about, they're going to talk about.
I don't like Arsenal for shit, yeah. But based on how they played last night, they weren't bad. Like, do you know what I mean? As in, like, yeah, they lost.
No, but they weren't bad.
I know it doesn't really matter in the context. I know it doesn't matter what you say.
That won't be able to deliver.
Yeah, let's. All I'm saying is, yes, I think Monson made some very. I'm saying Monson made some bang on points about Arsenal fans.
Bro, Jay, I don't even want to interrupt you, bro. You just said in context they weren't bad. Were we bad against Man United?
No, not really.
Did it matter?
It didn't matter. They were probably better against West Ham than you were against United.
No, but you know what it is, yeah. The only thing I can really approve, obviously, we
were,
can't say everyone speaks for. Monts already said it, by the way. Obviously, Lee don't speak for all Arsenal fans, but it's not like we can go get 10 million Arsenal fans on to come on this show. The whole point is, yeah, a lot of them are missing. And the second point is, I think Lee deserves this anyways. Like, even if it's not directly at all Arsenal fans, bro, Lee had his chest out, bare chested, that's what I'm saying, own Lee fans and all sorts. He deserves this, bro. You know what I mean?
I think it's fair. I think what Mons is saying is fair because I do, from listening to a lot of Arsenal content creators, they want to say that they have the best, the best centre backs and the best full backs and the best wide players and stuff, and I think you do deserve criticism in that context. But everybody, and I think somebody made a great point before, everybody's been unconvincing. But I reckon over the last 18, 19 games, Arsenal have probably been the most convincing, unconvincing side.
Okay,
it's either you're convincing or you're not. It's either you're convincing or you're not. You can't be.
No. Based on that point, this is what I mean. Look, everyone's shitting on City. It annoys me because people don't know what's going to be coming. Arsenal's been the most convincing side, right? If City, despite them being 6-game winless streak or whatever, end up winning the game in hand, they are above Arsenal.
Yeah, but
what does that say about Arsenal? Arsenal be the most convincing.
Yeah, but.
All they have to do is win one more game and they're above Arsenal just like that. Arsenal are known to be
wait, repeat that.
So would you say that Liverpool is the best team so far this season?
Say that again. No, wait, say that again. They win their game in hand.
They are above Arsenal.
They went to go win the World Cup and they come back to still be above.
Yeah. That's it. Nah, hold on. Is that true? Is that true?
No. They're 3 points behind them. They're 3 points behind you right now.
Let's talk about the defense. You're not winning the league with Zinchenko at left back. You're not doing it, bro. You're not doing it.
You're gonna get.
ID, what do you think of it? What do you think of it? What do you think of Zinchenko?
He's a bozo. They're not going to win the league with him at left back. Let's get that right. There's so many.
I can't have City. I can't have Liverpool winning the league.
He's not going to score the goals. He's talented, but he's not going to score the goals. These are facts.
And the thing is, again, this is what I'm saying about Arsenal fans overrating their players. Yeah, me and my boy, he jumps on the terrace as well. Yeah, Jermaine. This guy, would you take Zinchenko at Chelsea? I literally said no, even when he was on form, yeah? Because I said I need my defender to be able to defend first. I don't care about all this inverting into midfield. If you've got your midfield working correctly, you don't need your fullbacks to be inverting all the time. That's all he's good for, being an extra body. And
hold on,
Hold on, Jay. Let me land my point. Jay. It doesn't matter if Cole was not a good left back. I can think of other left backs I'm taking before Zinchenko, bro. I can think of a million others. Zinchenko don't cross my mind. Yeah. As a left back is my point. The point that I'm making. I'm not defending my left back position. What I'm saying is I'm not taking him. I don't want him. yeah, because he can't
Okay.
defend. Yeah,
Okay.
there's a million others I'm taking before him. Do you know what I'm saying? Your left back being one of them. I'm taking Udogie every day of the week.
Okay.
But Zinchenko,
No,
bro,
I understand you. Okay.
the guy's crap. The guy's crap, bro. When it comes to defending, bro, he's literally like a mannequin. It's like a breadstick, bro. A breadstick, bro. He's a breadstick.
Literally,
That's what he is.
bro. He's not a defender. He's not a defender. Like he's just not. Like you can't. It's offensive to call him a defender because he can't defend to save his life. Like he can't. It's clear as day. Like how are you gonna win the league with Zinchenko as your left back? You're not. But you know what the funny thing is? City gave them these players that we're talking about. City gave them. City said, "All right, have them," and they had their moments. Yeah, go on.
They had no. Finish. I'll go. Go on.
No. City gave them Jesus, and Jesus is an upgrade, but it's not enough to win the league. Zinchenko, City once again gave Zinchenko. That's not enough to win the league. And this is it. Like last season, Arsenal had Saka, they had like Martinelli. Martinelli, maybe you can blame it on form. Saka, you can blame it on form. But there are two players there. Well, there's one player, anyways, at left back that you're not going to win the league with Zinchenko at left back. It is piss poor. Like he's your main weakness. Jesus is not going to score you the goals to win you the league. These are facts. And unless you bring in a striker in January, then maybe we might be taking you a bit more serious. But also haven't been convincing, and it's for the players that we've known about all along. Like Jesus is a very good player, but he's not going to score you the goals. Simple as.
Few more things as well. Is that when we're talking about Zinchenko, he was getting into combined 11s. Arsenal fans were dashing this man in combined 11s. You know, I don't think they were.
I was trying to say this
because how about this? I'm taking Tsimikas. I'm taking Tsimikas over Zinchenko. Tell me I'm wrong, bro. Tell me Tsimikas' cameo went better than bro. I'm taking Tsimikas. You know what I'm saying? With his broken collarbone.
That's such a lie, man. But yeah.
All right, cool. Say again.
That's shame.
The same gun that you man were
I'm saying last season.
I'm not taking either of them. I'm not taking either of them, bro.
Yeah,
listen,
the
job Tsimikas has done.
But Zinchenko.
Just go on.
Just on Zinchenko, guys. Yeah, just on Zinchenko though. Like, I was just gonna say, like, Trippier is going through a similar downfall in form as Zinchenko is at the moment. I think Zinchenko came into the team last season for Arsenal. A lot of plaudits, a lot of people praising him in terms of how he transformed the play and helped them. And this season, he's not in good form. But that doesn't change the fact there was a lot of Arsenal fans who are now telling me Zinchenko is not fit for purpose, who were putting him in combined sides last season, who were putting him in combined sides and this season 5 games ago. So I hear it. I hear the criticism of Arsenal fans. You can't be Partey is the best DM in the league, and then you buy Rice, and then it's Rice is the best DM in the. It's just it's the context of which you're.
Aaron Ramsdale, top 3 keepers, but now we want Raya. Don't forget that one as well. Don't forget that one. Don't forget that one.
I hear it though.
I'm hearing now.
Those days will happen, but like I think just a little bit more humility in terms of how they see their players in the grander scheme of football will get some. It will ease the corn that they get so much because most people they like people like Saka. They like Martinelli. Arsenal have a squad of nice boys. In the main, you know,
their fan base.
It's the fan base. Arsenal's downfall is their fan base. That's it. It's simple as that. The players themselves, like Rice. I don't think people will hate Rice, like Saka. All these players, they're actually like good borders, but it's a fan base.
All good to very good players. Some of them are
they shouldn't be hyped up to you. Simple as.
Like, how much more validation do you want from us? Like, yes, we get it, bro. Like, you've leveled up, but show us something. They talk as if they've been winning things in this period. You get what I'm saying? That's why I can sleep at night knowing that I've seen majors in the past decade. They haven't. Yeah, they haven't. Do you know what I'm saying? All they've seen is bottle jobs. That's all they've seen. How about this?
Listen, these lot will discount the value of major trophies because they ain't seen one in so long. I'll tell you that right now. That's why they value things like play style and control and aesthetically pleasing aspects of the game because the currency of football has been away from them for so long. That's just kind of how it is for them. But let me just get to these super chats as well. Big up East London Goonie goes, Saka world class. How deluded are you, Goonie? He is above average at best. He's way better than above average, by the way. Way better than above average, but
he can become world class. He can become world class. But
yeah, he can definitely become world class. Big up Tampoline. He goes, Monstradamus. That is I haven't heard that one before. Hey, it's giving Lee Motional the facts. Big up Tampoline as well. He gets big up.
He's got off the lotion. He's got off the lotion. Look. You see?
It's taking away stress.
Big up Io. He says maybe you guys should talk to other Arsenal fans. I do.
Yeah, we all do. To be fair,
They're all the same, bro. They're all the same. Most of the
They're
majority,
not-
anyway.
they're not-
Majority. Okay, yeah, you get your damn pots and that. You get your damn pots. Big up damn pots, by the way, the real ones. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, how about this? For me, as much as I cuss and castrate Arsenal fans to be in the way they are, this is the game.
You know.
I'll be real. I wouldn't take. How about this? I wouldn't. It's like the annoying. I wouldn't change them for the world, innit? Like, I'm almost glad that they're like this, so there can be moments like today. Do you get it? Like, come on, man. I wouldn't change these man for the world.
Yeah.
It's one of the. It's weird. It's a weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird complex, isn't it? But for me, I wouldn't change these Arsenal fans for the world. So come on, guys. I don't really. It's not all the way deep hatred. I just don't like you, man. But yeah, big up Io goes. You bring Lee on the show to speak for all Arsenal fans, and then you point fingers at Arsenal fans. It's not just Lee with these opinions, and Lee's going to get cooked for his own opinion as well. Lee signed the contract of no. Lee knows what the football. Lee knows the game. He knows what comes with backing off his top when he's going to Anfield. He's got to go to Anfield or some shit. I says I'm an Arsenal fan and I don't listen to Lee. That's fine.
Big up Lee, no. Big up Lee, man.
we haven't been good this season, to be honest. Big up yourself, front. And another super J goes. The plan was to move
from Zinni
to Timber. And Timber.
Basically to replace.
I do hear that, but listen, I'm not hearing Timber chat. Because when Koulibaly, before, and Donald know this, before Koulibaly put on that Chelsea top, when he'd moved to Chelsea and hadn't kicked a ball yet, he got immediately slapped in top 3 centre-back conversations. Immediately. Before he'd even kicked the ball for Chelsea, he's now in the Saudi League. So I don't want to hear about man that were kicking ball in pre-season and now a man are giving man props when you ain't kicked the ball in the Prem. I'm not hearing it, bro. Axon Jackson was looking like the pre-season Pele. You know what I'm saying? Did you man not see what Jadon Sancho done to Gabriel in pre-season? Did you not see what Jadon Sancho done in the full time to Gabriel in pre-season? Button him up. Where's Jadon Sancho now? I don't want to hear it. Big up and by, he says, combined 11s are the most useless thing. I don't give a damn if your fullback is better than my fullback. Is your fullback better than my winger? Good point. Big up Io for another super chat. He goes, Don, you're terrible when you complain about our fans.
I'm just here on a I told you so vibe. I'm just here on a when I speak about these things when Arsenal are winning, they call me a hater. Big up
Io, he says, I'm Nigerian and Chelsea
it's a
fans
fair point.
Are horrible. He says, big up BIG as well. Imagine if Declan Rice had a bad month of form and Endo was balling, and then LFC fans started to say Endo is better. Some of them probably would say that. Let me not lie. There are probably some Liverpool fans out there would probably go and say that. He said, show Szoboszlai some respect. Well, when he plays a bit better, to be fair. Can't co-sign that.
Hey, Cass, you're killing me today, bro. This has been a legendary stream, by the way. Hey, big up the man them. Honestly.
No, but why
one-liners are hearing
I was gonna say, Don, you're looking healthy today. I can tell Chelsea won recently. You're looking good.
Energized,
you're looking healthy. You're looking happy.
Energized, man. I'm trying to get a ticket for tomorrow.
Listen, 3 points. And listen, how about this? Do you know what the funny thing is out of all of this? Liverpool could draw to Newcastle, and then Arsenal could beat Fulham.
Newcastle are desperate for a result.
Ins and roundabouts, and guess what? Lee's gonna be like, what the fuck? Lee's gonna be like, Lee ain't gonna do this.
You can't.
He's gonna be all here in the camera doing what he does.
No, that's the thing, though. You see, my thing is like, that's why I'm just sitting here. People are like, yo, I'm humbled. Brother, what is the point saying anything? Because I'm letting you lot get off your shits and your giggles. Nobody, as I said, nobody cares about context now. Nobody cares about the truth because, as I said, that's a famous quote. Nobody cares about the truth because the lie is more entertaining. Is Saka shit? No. Is Martinelli shit? No. Is Saliba all of a sudden apparently shit? Is Gabriel shit? No. I mean, the same stat. I think was it the other day that I saw Nano's got the same. Is that true? I don't know if Nano's got the same amount of clean sheets as Alisson. But does that mean he's on the same level as him? Kai Havertz, she's got more goals than Szoboszlai. So this is where I'm going. Like, everyone's going to use their stats. Everyone's going to use that. But what I'm saying is if you lose, God forbid, Liverpool lose on the weekend, all that's going to happen is the same conversations are going to happen. I'm not going to change my opinion. Do I think that Saliba's been better than Van Dijk this season? Yes. Do I still think Saka is a very good player? Yes. Do I still think Martinelli's a good player? Yes. So yes, Don's going to have his opinions because today his opinions are valid on what he believes. But over the course of the season, are they going to over the course of the season, are they going to play? Are they going to bear out to be the truth? We'll wait and see, but I don't think so. Is Mudryk better than Martinelli? No, I don't think so. But listen, it's week by week. It's hyperbolic. And listen, have your say. But with me, my shit comes off. I feel like when I talk about it, I say stuff that people don't always see and believe. I've been saying, for example, just not that I'm picking a Liverpool player, but I've been saying Luis Diaz is shit from day one. But it's just my opinion. So let's see. Because what I saw the other day from Liverpool, I'm not impressed about. What I've seen from Man City, I'm not impressed about. So listen, I don't think that Man City are going to still win the league. I'm not going to change my opinion. I still think Arsenal, and it's not delusion, because when the season started and they dropped points to Wolves, I looked right. I had my moment. When they were dropping points against us, I looked right. When they were looking dusty the other day against Everton for the first 45 minutes, 50 minutes, I was right. So listen, all I'm saying is it's going to go week by week. Every single moment, there's going to be a point where, bro, I heard the same Don talk about his players. He's now relying on Palmer to score 15 goals. He's asking for Jackson to. This is the same brother that was gassing up Jackson, you know. So every single week, everyone's going to have their moment. And that's why I'm letting Don have
more
his
goals than all
say.
your attack put together, mate. What are you talking about?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And that's what it is. So for me, all I'm doing is you had your 45 minutes to get onto Arsenal. You had your say. I didn't need to say anything because I don't need to, because we'll probably win our next game. And you know, it's right. Because after the no,
away is not guaranteed.
But there's no point. But no, of course I can. But there's no point.
Where's that? Fulham at home or away?
So wait. Fulham are at home.
Listen, boy to boy. Like, listen, you said we had our 45 minutes. Well, here's 2 more minutes. I think we need to have a conversation about Mikel Arteta as well. As good as the manager is, he is. As good as the manager is, he is. Yeah,
90 plus 2.
Why are we not questioning Arteta for this whole? No, I'm saying no, because Arteta.
Why is Don busting up, bro?
No, I'm on Arteta. I'm not saying he's not a fraud, innit? Arteta's not no fraud, innit? Yeah, but for me, the fact that he's made a tweak in the system to control games more, when none of his players are 20-goal a season strikers. None of his attackers are capable of scoring 20.
That's something he needs to argue with. But I'm gonna ask you all right now.
How can you then reduce the fluidity in your attack for control when you don't have a guy? Maybe January will be that time when you get that to go and do that. But the fact that you've gone into the season knowing you haven't got a 25 goal a season player, remember, control sacrifices attacking output, right? Because obviously we can see that, because look how fluid Saka and Martinelli were last season compared to how they are now, right? But
you know what's funny though? It's funny.
No, but Lee, there always is
you know what's funny.
Hold on.
There is no excuses. There is no one's making. But I'm not making excuses. All I'm saying.
No, listen. But this is me being, bro, Lee. I'm not getting onto you right now. This is me just being a bit more, trying to be a little bit more.
No one needs to get onto me. No one can get onto me, bro. No one.
Of course, I can get onto you, man. Your touch things of shit. I can get onto you. But I'm saying with Gabriel Jesus, what you lot were saying when Martinelli was playing bad at the start of the season, and Gabriel Jesus wasn't in the team, man was saying he can't play with Nketiah because Nketiah is not good enough. When Martinelli plays with Jesus, that's when we see the best version of Martinelli. Correct or incorrect? Correct or incorrect? Because that's what I heard. That's a lot of stuff that I see as well. Yeah. And then I was hearing, Arsenal's attack. I even heard this from Roms, and Roms is a Liverpool fan. I even heard this from Roms. Do you know what? When we see Martinelli, Saka, and Jesus and Odegaard together, that's when we're going to see that. That's when it's all going to click. That's when it's all going to start working. These men have barely played together, and Arsenal are where they are. So when it clicks, imagine where they can be. These men have been playing together, and we still ain't seeing shit.
Months. Let me just ask you, because again, you're going to do the whole hyperbolic thing. This is what I don't understand. Football. Let me just tell you all about that. Fucking when we think about sports, yeah, sports is about what have you done for me lately. So you can't just sit there, and Arsenal fans aren't going to just sit there and say, "Oh, we're going to have a good season," out of nothing. How can I see people? Someone said to me in the chat, "I'm deluded." How can I be deluded when last season at Christmas we were top? We had 50 points, right? This season, after 19 games, we were still top. This season, guess what? We were top. So people go on like we are in Chelsea's position. People will go on like we're in Man United's position. As I said to you, go and look at the Stretford paddock. No. I'm just saying that's what people were like. Oh, so what was that? What was that fucking retard that was saying? Oh, like, oh, I don't listen to Arsenal, and I don't listen to Lee, and I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm the same guy that said that Arsenal are going to win the league. Arsenal were top literally only till 2 days ago. Yeah,
You're allowed to say that.
bro. How the hell? How can I be so dumb to predict Arsenal to win the league when we were top 2 days ago? That's the first thing.
Yeah.
The second thing, I then look at the team and I'm like, hold on, football sport is all about what have you done for me lately. You know what happens when the team that won the league last season, you know what happens? They get predicted to win the league again. When you see the Super Bowl, guess who's the favorites next season? The team that just won it. When you see NBA, guess who's the best team to win it? The team that just won it. So ultimately, Arsenal, I thought that they would win the league, and I still think they're going to win the league on many different things. It isn't just a fact, yeah. Suck your mum, anyway. But I'm not gonna just go off one thing. Like for me, like, I'm just sitting there, bro. Bro, that's crazy, bro. Like that's madness, bro. Like, bro, I don't even know how to do this, bro. But listen, man. Ultimately, I'll just let you lot have your say in it. Like it is what it is, bro. Like I'll let you lot have your say, do your thing. But you can't sit there and tell me, yeah, that Arsenal fans are crazy for predicting Arsenal to be top, bro. That it don't make sense.
Are you saying that for the chat? Because I didn't say that. That's not what I said to Lee.
No. I'm just saying in general. I'm saying in general. Only 2-3 days ago, Arsenal were top of the league. So how the hell? How on God's green earth can Arsenal fans be seen crazy for predicting Arsenal to do well this season? That don't even make no sense.
It's more the
because we already shown.
It's more the crazy comparisons and the
no. But again, this is where people. This is where. But this is no. But Mons, this is where people go wrong with it. Arsenal fans don't put players on a. They have to. I don't know how you can compare Saliba to anybody else. So how are you going to compare Saliba to Matip? You have to compare him to the best player because he's playing on that level. So who else are you going to compare him to? I just don't get it. I don't like. To me, I don't understand how is it delusional. But no. How is it How is it delusional? But no. But months. Let me just ask you this one thing. You see, at the end of the season when they do Sky Sports Team of the Year or they do Premier League Team of the Year, who do you think compares them? Do Arsenal fans pick it? Do Chelsea? It's the fucking professionals. So people that don't even win the league. I saw Trippier in Team of the Year last season. He finished 5th or 4th. Sorry, apologies. So how can you sit there and say to me that, oh, well, don't do it then? Because everybody else does it. So if at the end of the season, when, I don't know, let's say, God forbid, you lot don't win the league, you finish second, but you believe Van Dijk's been the best left centre-back this season and he doesn't win it, you're going to be like, hold on a second. How did he not get it? Because you're comparing him. You're going to say the same thing for Szoboszlai. You're going to say the same thing for Mo Salah. So for Arsenal
Hungarian
fans,
Steven Gerrard, that one.
No, but you have to. Of course, you have to put your. Parma is going to be another one. Parma's going to be spoken about.
The baby CR7. The baby CR7. Fuck off.
Let's just take. Yeah. Hold on. Let's just take Parma. Palmer's going to get probably quite a few goals and assists this season. Yeah, he's going to be spoken about to be one of the wingers of the season and being a Premier League team of the season. You have to compare him to the better players in his position. You're not saying that he's better than them, but you may have had a better season. So when Arsenal fans talk about players like Saka, there is nobody else you can compare him to. So people make it out like Arsenal fans are saying, oh, he's the best in the world. And listen, I'm not going to say they don't. Some people do. Of course they do. Some people will say they'll give their opinions as to why they think someone's world class. But you have to. There is nobody else. The same way how when you're in a school, wherever it is, you get compared against your school, your county, your whatever. That's how you know how it works. So for me, I'm just sitting there saying, come on, man, like There's no craziness to compare Saliba to Van Dijk. There's no craziness to compare Saka to Mo Salah because of the numbers. Oh, yes, he's better than him. Okay, fine. Is that what you want to say? Do you want to scream that from the heavens? Yes, he's better than him. But there's no problem comparing
I just find it a
the
bit
two.
cheeky.
There is no.
I just find it cheeky, to be honest. Just find it cheeky.
Well, I think the one thing that
we're comparing him to. We're comparing these players to the level that they're at. That to the level is Mo Salah. Let's say we have to, because I'm asking you. Tell me then, who is another player that you can say, you know what, Saka's playing near that level?
But the
Jared
one thing
Bowen.
everything is fine with Lee. Everything is fine with what you said, apart from the one fact that you're not distinguishing between ability, long-term ability, and form. Like if I came to you and talked about Alma,
yes, Jay, but wording is important. Wording is important.
So if you don't distinguish between form,
hold on, Jay, wait, wording is important. Nobody says they are better. They are having a better season. That is what I said. That is what Arsenal fans say. They are having a better season. This season, do I think that James Maddison is better than Odegaard? No. Who's having a better season? James Maddison. Wording is important, so you can't sit there and say that that there's no waffle that goes into it.
But Maddison,
that's what I said about Mudryk and Martinelli. I got shut down straight away. I said he's having a better season than Martinelli, and I got shut down.
Madison's body of work in the Premier League would allow somebody to say, okay, I think Maddison's as good as Odegaard, etc., etc. It's not a ridiculous take, but for what Mo Salah's done in the Premier League. If for somebody to say Saka's better, and he hasn't even been better than him this season. Salah's been better than Saka this season. Yeah. And so there's no comparison because Salah's been better than him for the last few years, and he's been better than him this season. Martinelli went from 15 non-Premier League goals to I don't know how many. So is last season form? Is this season him out of form? If now Arsenal fans had to say, is he better than Son? Is he better than a number of the left wingers that they said he was better than last season? They wouldn't. So it's fluid, but the framing of the narrative from Arsenal fans initially, let's not be retrospective. Let's not look back at it and pretend that they didn't say it in the way that it was intended. You might not say it in the way it's intended, but if you want to claim that you have the best players in multiple positions in the league, we're going to hold you to a very, very high standard. You know, we're going to hold you to that standard when we're looking at Saka, and we're going to say, can we have some goals in open play, Hermano? Do you know what I mean?
Listen, I'm not. Can you beat a man on the outside? Let me just make it very. I'll make it very clear. There is no excuses from these players. Saka's on 200, 300k per week, whatever it is that he's on, 250 plus bonuses, 300k flat out, whatever it is, 300, whatever he's on a damn lot of money. Martinelli got a new contract. The manager got a new contract, and I believe is actually getting another new contract. Jesus came in and he said he wanted to be the number 9 and score the goals. So I'm not giving nobody, no one's getting off with this. Nobody. When I saw yesterday, you know what? Yesterday I had to even deep it for a second. When I think Nunes is absolutely basic, and he's gone 12 goals in the Premier League without scoring a goal. And he's still got more goals than Jesus. I had to deep that. You like that. That's the realness of it. You have to deep it. I see what Martinelli's doing this season, but I'm not going. Nobody's going to get me to say that Arsenal players are dead. No one, because I don't believe they're not. They're not playing well right now. But two things can be true, and just. Zinchenko's not dead. He's not dead. He's not dead, man. He's not dead.
I think going forward, he can be good, but defensively, he's always a liability. Like he always is.
But you see, the problem is he's not a left back, and again, that's on the manager. The manager needs to take slack with that. So I'm not sitting here saying nobody deserves no slack. They all need to take, because when you put a man in, when you put a player in their position, you have to. Well, you're on the pitch. You have to do your job. Do your job. That's just that simple. He's not doing his job. So for me, he cannot get away with it. But to say he's a dead footballer, to me, again, it's just too much, bro. Like, you're going too much on the right-hand side or left-hand side, whichever way. Like, I just don't agree with that. But listen, man, like, every team's showing their faults in it. Like, every team's showing their faults. And we're going to see, man. We're going to see. Because as Mont said about 10, 15 minutes ago, when it comes down to it, next game week, Man City could drop points. Chelsea might drop points. Well, it doesn't matter about Chelsea. Liverpool might drop points, and then we're here back again, and then one team's gonna get caught saying this about one team and injuries and all that stuff. So as I said, man, nobody cares about the truth because the lies is more entertaining. It's all about the shits and giggles, and I'm glad you lot got your piece off to say what you needed to say, man. And listen, I had to hold it today, man. I had to hold that 25, 30 minute, 50-minute beating from you lot, and it is what it is, bro. It is what it is, man.
Fair enough, people. Big up everyone in the chat. Obviously, there is a super chat that says, Lee, you mug, hold that. But I don't, Lee, we know you're not a mug. You know what I'm saying? You know you're not a mug.
You know the joke of it, though? I just find it it's crazy, bro, because nobody, I'm outside the Emirates, I'm on road, bro, nobody is ever going to say that to my face. Nobody. So just calm down. You ain't got to stay for money to say that.
Lee, I hear it. As I said, I like that's kind of your statement for the day. What is it? Like, no one wants to hear the truth because the lie is more entertaining.
Nobody cares about the truth because the lie is more entertaining, man. Nobody cares.
Well, you should probably slap that on the shirt. Do you know what I'm gonna slap on the shirt? You know what I'm gonna slap on the t-shirt?
Listen, I don't care what the fuck you're gonna slap on the t-shirt.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna say.
I don't give a
shit. Avoid expectation.
I don't care,
brilliant.
bro.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant, man.
I don't care what the hell you're gonna put in the t-shirt,
bro. Listen, that's fine. Listen, come on again. It's fine. Anyway, guys, we're gonna end it there. Make sure you smash the like button. Go subscribe to the channel. Get us all the way to 18K. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go and follow all the guys on their socials. Make sure you subscribe on Big Six Pants as well. And of course, guys, we're going to end it there. You know what I'm saying? Arsenal's here for now. Liverpool are top of the league. We didn't even spend any time talking about that because any time I bring it up, I'm classed as shameless and celebrating. So we're not going to do that. But listen, guys, remember, quote of the day, seek validation and avoid expectation. Words of an Arsenal fan. Take care, people, and we will see you soon. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.